Okay. All right. Let's see how I do. All right. I never done yoga with tennis shoes on, so or any shoe or any kind of shoe, so it'll be interesting. But okay, modification. We have to modify when we need to, not fighting through the pain. All right. So let's have our feet under the hips, lifting from the arches. So if you see the arches are going in, we press through the outside of the feet, drawing the shoulders up to the ears, and then slowly releasing back and down. Now let's do just a few rounds like this, just loosening up any tension in the upper spine, middle back, shoulder blades, and shoulder joints. And then slowly bring the hands together to the heart center. Let's bring the attention inward, taking a moment here as we feel our body, as we notice our breath, finding, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, drawing the belly slightly into the spine, not locking the knees, just keep the knees slightly soft. The tailbone goes down. And we watch the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. And then slowly lower the hands down by the hips. And again, bring the shoulders up, release it back, side out, up to the ears. One more. And then slowly, let's bring the chin up to the sky, rotate the chin to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Exhale to the right, down to the chest. Inhale, left and up. And just keep rotating the head gently. Taking your time here. One more round in this direction. And then we're going to go to the right. Inhale, left and down. Just few rounds going to the opposite direction. Just full rotation. Just try to make a nice circle with the chin. And then slowly return the head back to neutral. Draw the chin into the chest and gently rock the head from side to side. Keep the chin in. And then gently chin to the chest, slowly lift the head, neutral position. Now bring the arms out to the side, place the hands to your shoulders and make circles with the elbows in one direction. And going to the opposite direction. And then bring the hands to the heart center and let's open the chest through cactus arms, guiding those elbows back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, open, stretch the front of the shoulders and into the heart. And at your own rhythm, keep opening with inhalations and closing with exhales. Just a few more rounds, flattening the upper spine, opening the front of the chest. One last, to open and to release. Release the hands down and just make a gentle fist and then rotate the hands, the wrist as you bring the arms out and all the way up to overhead and going into the opposite direction. Soften the shoulders and the elbows. And then one more time, just rotating the wrist and the hands in one direction up to the sky, going all the way out and all the way down, and just spread the fingers and close in a fist and spread and close, spread and close, and then shake the hands, shake the wrist, and let's have a little bit of widening the the standing position. Instead of having the feet under the hips, we're going to keep your right hand down by your right hip. Inhale, reach with the left arm up, and then move the hip to the left and the spine moves to the right. And just holding position, gently arch up, gently move the shoulder, elbow back, and just press with your left foot and just find that nice stretch on the left side of the torso. Soften the hand, soften the elbow, the shoulder. Take a nice inhale, slowly return back to center. Inhale, right arm goes out and up. Relax shoulder and then move the hip to the right, spine moves to the left as you press gentle through the outside of your right foot and move the elbow back to find that nice opening. Holding position. Watch your breath. And inhale, return back through center, release both hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Have the feet again under the hips and cross your right leg behind your left leg. Again, another lateral stretch, a little bit more intense on the right side of the hip. Right arm goes out and up and just move the spine to the left and just gently move the hip more to the right. And again, open through that right elbow. Use your breath. Just feel the stretch happening all the way out to the hip and slowly back through center, release. And do the crossing of the legs. Now cross your left leg behind your right. Right hand down, inhale, reach with the left arm, press through the feet and just move the hip to the left and the spine to the right again. Left elbow moves back. A nice opening there on the rib cage. Watch your breath. Don't hold the breath. And slowly press and come back through center, release, and do the crossing of the legs and shoulders up, back and down. Relax your knees slightly and let's just twist the spine, the torso, the arms, just swing like this. So warming up the spine, the rib cage. It's a gentle twist with the knees slightly bent so you have a little bit more of rotation there. If you have your knees locked, it's hard to twist more. So slowly back through center, shoulders up, back, and down. So let's have the hands to your waist and just step back with the right foot and just toes down and then press with the right heel as you flex the left knee. And just press, imagine you're trying to punch a hole in the back. Lift through the chest, gently arch the apple spine. And then slowly straighten your left leg, lower the hands below your knee, and just hold in position. We're going to move the shoulders back as you lead with the chest, flattening the upper spine. So you're not rounding the spine. You try to keep the upper spine flat and nice. Breathing in and out. And just move your left hip back. Flex your left knee slowly back up. And right foot under the right hip. Step back with your left foot. And then lower the heel down. Bend your right knee. And just gently imagine you're trying to poke hole in the back with your left heel. Shoulders up, back and down. Just move the hips forward and then straighten the legs. Place both hands below your knees. Shoulders back and down. Flatten the upper spine. Move your right hip back so both hips are even. So in other words, you don't want the right hip out. Just try to keep the hips even. Watch your breath. Flex your right knee, slowly lift the chest and left foot under your left heel. Now hands to your waist and let's rotate the right ankle in one direction. It feels so weird to do this with tennis shoes going into the opposite direction. And place the right foot on the right hip and then just rotating one direction first with your left. So the movement comes from your hip joint. Okay, so have your hip, your knee, your ankle, and then going into the opposite direction. And then slowly just shake both legs, shake the feet, and let's all come to the back of the mat. So I'm going to have your block handy here. So have the block next to your mat. And let's begin with the feet under the hips. Shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Nice long spine. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, fall forward, swan dive, hands towards the floor. Relax the hands down and nod your head, yes. And shake your head, no. Bend the knees slightly, engage the core, arms out to the side, come all the way up. Hands to the heart center, flex the knees and chair pose, holding position. Lift the chest, sink the hips a little bit deeply. Just keep those muscles on the lower back, middle back super strong and activated to keep the chest lifted. Slowly inhale, straighten the legs, arms overhead. Swan dive, fall forward, hands towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head now. Bend the knees slightly, arms to the side. Lift the chest, come all the way up to standing. Hands together to the heart, bend the knees and sink in the hips deeply. Deeper, lift the chest. Hold in position. You have to be able to see your toes. Keep moving the chest up. Take a nice inhale. Straighten both legs, arms overhead. Swan dive. Fall forward from the hips, hands down. And nod your head, yes. And shake your head, no. Flex the knees slightly. Engage the core. Sweep the arms out and up. Standing position. Hands up. Down to the heart. Again, flex the knee. Chair pose. Ardha Utkatasana. Lift the chest, soften the elbows, relax the shoulders. Keep working through the breath. Strengthen those kneecaps, quads, hips, muscles. Straighten the legs, arms overhead, reaching up. Slowly fall forward, swan dive. Hands down and nod your head, yes. And shake your head, no. And then bend the knees again. Arms out and up, hands over to the sky. Hands to the heart center, hold it here, back to your breath. Notice the quality of your breath. Try to make it even, control. You slow down, you connect with the mind. And lower the hands down by your hips. Inhale, let's see, heels up, heels down. Inhale, heels up and down. Heels up and down. And just keep rocking up, forward and down. Just testing how our balance feels today. Moving gently those ankles. Strengthening those muscles around the ankle. And then slowly release down. Now grab your block and let's begin with level 3, the block. So have your feet under the hips and your block is right under your shoulder. So your block is not close to your feet, okay? You should be the block under your shoulders. And then we're going to move, rock the hips back and then back through center. And exhale, rock the hips back and feel that stretch in the hamstring, the connection of the hamstring with the glutes, the back of the knees, rocking forward and back, forward and back, and just keep moving like this. So from level 3, we're going to go the block level 2, so a little bit lower. Place the hands again on the block, same deal. You move the hips back and you draw the chin in and you rock forward. As you move the hips back, you try to find that nice space in between each vertebrae. Inhale, you rock forward. Exhale, move the hips back and create a space there. And inhale and exhale. Just keep moving 2 or 3 more rounds. Rocking back and forth. One last round, and say maybe for some of you, this is where you can go. You cannot go a lower than that, but if you can go with a level 1 and the strap and your block, you go deeper into the stretching. Draw the chin into the chest and rocking forward. If you are level 1 or 2 or 3, that's okay. Just keep moving back and forth. And just make sure when you move the hips back, you create the space and you stretch the back line of both legs. Just breathing in and out with the breath. You move forward, inhale. Deep, long exhale, control, moving back. Just 2 or 3 more rounds. Keep your neck neutral, chin into the chest, and then back through center. Wherever you are, in which level, flex your right knee, place the right hand in the center of block and twist to the left. Exhale, lower your left hand down, place your left knee, open and twist to the right. Flex right knee, twist to the left. Exhale, flex left knee, open and twist to the right. Flex your right knee, inhale, twist to the left. Back through center, open and twist to the right. And slowly release. And then nod your head yes. And shake your head no. Just take your block from the mat, rounding the spine slowly. Come all the way up to standing position, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to the heart. Back to your breath. And lower the hands down. So let's have now, I'm going to be facing the front with the feet slightly turn out, the feet are out. So have the feet wider than the hips. And remember, when we flex the knees to go in goddess pose, we don't bring the knees in. We want to bring knees out. So in other words, you try to have your knees over your ankles and have that nice opening in the inner thighs. Lift slowly up. Flex and slowly lower and hold. Shoulders back and down. Keep the breath breathing. Keep the breath moving, sorry. Shoulders back, engage the core, slowly lift. Flex and slowly down. Hold in position. Remember, knees out. Activate the hips muscle, slowly up. Exhale, flex and lower, goddess pose, hold it there. Lift the chest. Keep your neck neutral. Crown of the hip pointing towards the sky, slowly straighten up. Flex and lower, slowly down, holding position. Use your breath. Slowly straighten up, one more. Flex and lower and hold it there. Activate those muscles around the hips, the glutes, the thighs, the hamstrings, breathing in and out. And then slowly bring the right shoulder forward and then the left shoulder forward. You have the hands to your knees. So you can move the shoulder forward and then the other one. And just move from side to side. Gentle twist, keep the knees bent. Slowly straighten the legs and arms, shoulders up, back and down. Bring the feet under the hips and give yourself a shake on the legs. Now have the feet now wider than the hips. A little bit more wider than we were, but now the feet are parallel. And we're going to, maybe you can use the block here if you cannot reach the hands, the floor with your hands. Have your block. If you don't need the block, we're going to flex the right knee, both hands under the shoulders. Flex your left knee, move the hips to the left. And the hips are moving to the right. Flex your left knee, hips moving to the left. And to the right. And to the left. And to the right. And to the left. Then slowly bend the knees, engage the core, hands to your hips, lift the chest and standing position. One foot under the hip, other foot under the other hip, shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart. Back to your breath. And then slowly hands down. Let's come back to the back of the mat again. So the right foot, we're going to turn right slightly out in 35, 40-degree angle. One step forward with the left foot. Enough so when you bend your left knee, I want you to see that your left knee is over to your left ankle. Not the heel too close to the back foot or too much forward, but just have the 90-degree angle there. Keep the hands down by your side, palm facing back. Move the shoulder blades into each other. Lower the spine halfway down. Engage the core and come up. Keep the chin in. Don't lead with the chin. Move the shoulders back. And keep the neck neutral. Engage the back muscles and back. Keep your left knee bent all the time. Flex, keep your left knee flexed, lower halfway down. And engage back through center. And move the shoulders back and down again. Neutral neck, look down. Don't drop the head. Engage and up. One more. Flex, move the spine forward and then lower both hands either side of your left foot. Straighten your left leg, chin into the chest. Flex your left knee. Inhale, straighten, move the hips back. Flex your left knee. Inhale, straighten. Flex and release. Inhale, straighten your left leg, move the hip back. Flex your left knee. One more. Inhale, straighten. Flex, and then step forward with the right foot and step with your left foot back. Keep your left foot in 90-degree angle. Remember, your left foot in an angle and the right knee over to your right ankle. And inhale, lift the chest, come up, arms down by your side. So toes of your right foot pointing forward, left foot slightly out. Arms down, engage the core, lower halfway down. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, move the spine forward in extension and lower. Inhale up. And exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, engage and up. Exhale, halfway down. Two more. Engage and lift. Exhale to lower. One more, inhale and up. Now we're going to lower and lower both hands down, either side of your right foot. Inhale, straighten your right leg, move the right hip back, chin into the chest. Flex the right knee and relax. Inhale, straighten and move the right hip back. Relax the right knee and release. Inhale, straighten. Flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Flex and down. One more, straighten. Flex. Now step back with the right foot. Let's all meet to downward dog. With the feet wide as the hips, hands wide as your shoulders, heels towards the floor. Relax your neck. Remember that it's external rotation of the shoulders. Breathing into the nose. Exhaling. Lowering the heels into the mat. Breathing nicely through the nose. Relax your neck. Just find space in between each vertebra. As you press to the palms, you lift the hips, creating space again in the vertebrae. Take a nice inhale. Lower the knees down towards the mat. Top of the feet flat, and let's all move to child's pose. Balasana. Relax the spine, your neck, your shoulders, your wrists, your hands. Take a break and find a nice stretch of the spine from the neck all the way down to the sacrum. And moving to tabletop position. So now let's move the hips slightly back, not into child's pose. So slightly back, and then move the hands forward, and then lower the forearms, the elbows down, chin into the chest, and just work through the breath as you stretch the shoulders, the joints. Just, you're not dropping the hips into child's pose. The hips are slightly up, and you try to lower the forearms and the elbows down. Watch your breath. And slowly move the head off the mat, right hand under right shoulder, left hand under left shoulder. If you need to protect your knees, this is the time you can use your blanket. So we're going to move the knees slightly back. Instead of having the knees under the hips, more slightly back. So let's work here and strengthening the shoulders a bit, and the triceps and the biceps. So with the knee slightly back, we're going to flex the knee, lower the chest halfway down. Straighten the arms, come into table. Move the hips to the heels, lengthen the spine. Inhale, back to tabletop. Flex the elbows, bring the elbows by your rib cage. Lower the chest down. Engage the core, straighten the arms. Move the hips back into Balasana. Inhale, back to table. Elbows by your rib cage. You lower halfway down. Engage the core. Slowly straighten the arms. Lift the chest and move back. Again, inhale back to center. Flex the elbows, elbows by your rib cage. You lower as much as you can. You straighten the arms to lift and towards the hips. One last. Inhale, back to table, flexing the elbows, lowering the chest. Engage the core, straighten the arms. Move the hips to the heels, and then bring the arms down by your side to relax your shoulders, your wrists, your hands. Use your breath. And slowly inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Let's move to tabletop position. So the wrists are under the shoulders, and the knees this time are under the hips. Extend your left leg back, tuck the toes under, and press through your left heel. Just stretch the calf muscle, the Achilles tendon. Just breathe through this. And then move the chest slightly forward. Keep the toes tucked. Extend the right arm forward, and we're going to inhale. Right hand up, left foot up. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Same side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up and down. 3 more. Up, down, up, down. One last. Up and down. Right hand under right shoulder, left knee under the left hip. Extend the right leg back and tuck the toes under. Time to stretch right Achilles tendon, the calf muscle. And press through the right heel. Use your breath. And then move the chest slightly forward. Right foot comes to the mat, left hand up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and down. Up and down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more. Left hand under the left wrist, right knee under right hip. Round the spine, sink the hips to the heels, child's pose, arms down by your side, forehead towards the floor or towards the block if you cannot reach the mat with your forehead. Back to your breath. And bring the arms forward. Let's all come to tabletop. Forearms, elbows down, interlace the fingers and move the knees back to supported plank or tuck the toes under and lift the knees off the mat. Engage the core. Hold in position. Just breathe here. If you have your knees down in supported plank or knee off the mat, don't drop the head. Keep the breath flowing and the core muscles super engaged. And when I'm talking about that, are the belly, the muscles around the hips, the waist, the back, all that. Keep the breath moving. And lower the knees down, lower the thighs, top of the feet down. Separate the hands and come into Sphinx pose. So elbows by your rib, under the shoulders, forearms and hands parallel to each other. So we're going to lift the chest, and option number 1, just hold in position and just work through this. If you like, you can press the palm, gently pick up the elbows, not too far up to find more lengthening there, and then slowly lower forearms, elbows down. You can hold in position. You don't have to lift the elbows up. Inhale if you like, lift, and exhale, slowly lower. Inhale up, exhale, forearms, elbows down. 3 more rounds, please. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Inhale up, exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale up, lower, forearms, elbows down. Slide hands by your rib cage to press, to lift the chest, bend the knees, move to child's pose, relax your lumbar spine. Hold in position and just breathe here. Arms forward, lift the chest, tabletop. Extend your left leg back and up. Flex your left knee and step forward with your left foot. Remember, so instead of having the knee under your hips, you slide the right knee back so we have a nice opening on the right hip flexor. Hands to your left side. And we're just going to work a little bit balance here by straightening arms out and up. Flex your left knee, sweep arms down by your hips, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, straighten arms overhead. Flex your left knee, sweep arms out to the side, hands to your hips, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, straighten and up. Flex and lower, shoulders down, up, back and down. Hands to your left side and just hold in position. Nice, easy breathing. And try to drop your right heel in. Instead of having the heel up, try to rotate the heel in and you have a little bit more opening and deepening in that hip flexor. Both hands down. Tuck the toes under your right foot. Pick up the right knee off the mat. Straighten your left leg and hold into this intense stretch. So both legs are straight. You are pressing through the right Achilles heel, stretching Achilles tendon and calf muscle as you work on the stretch on your left leg. Nice inhales and exhales here. And then drop your right knee, flex your left knee, bring your left knee to meet your right knee, and step forward the right foot. Slide the left knee back. Bring both hands first to your right thigh, lift the chest, and we're going to work here on iliopsoas stretch. So again, inhale, straighten your leg, arms up and overhead. Exhale, sweep the, flex your right knee, arms down, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, straighten the arms up. Flex the knee, move the hips forward and shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, straighten and reach. Flex and down. Shoulders up, back and down. Hands to your right thigh and then drop your left heel in. Breathing in and out. Keep moving the pelvis and the hips to the front. Find that nice space. The iliopsoas muscles. And then rotate the heel up, hands down, straighten your left leg, and then straighten your right knee, and then press your left heel, hold in position with both legs straight. Pressing through your left heel. Try to straightening the right leg to access some deeper muscles there. And then slowly flex your left knee, drop your left knee down. Bring your right knee to your left knee, and let's all back to child's pose. Relax your neck, your shoulders, hold and breathe. Let's move to tabletop position. With the next inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, thread the right arm under your left arm. Right shoulder goes down, right side of the face goes down, and then your arm behind your back. So you can keep both knees bent here if you want to challenge yourself with balance. We're going to extend the left leg back. You can keep the toes touching the floor, or you can slowly engage the core and lift the left leg up, working with balance. All the three options are valid and good. Both knees down, one leg extended with the toes touching the floor, or the last option to work on balance with the leg off the mat. But if you are, wherever you are, make sure you're not holding the breath. If you have your left leg up, flex your left knee, lower your left knee under your left hip, lower your left hand under the shoulder to press and do the twist. And then we're going to open and twist to the left with the left arm. And exhale, left arm goes under the right arm. Left side of the face, shoulder goes down. You can wrap the arm behind your back. You can keep both knees down. You can extend the right leg back, or you can engage the core and work in balance with the right leg extended and off the mat. Keep the core engaged. Concentrate on the breath. If you have your right leg up, lower the toes down, flex your right knee, right hand under the right shoulder to press to undo the twist, tabletop position. Let's move to cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine, chin in, belly in. Inhale, arch, drop the belly, look forward. Rounding the spine, belly in, chin in. And drop the belly, open the heart. Exhale, round into the cat. And just 2 more rounds like that. Working in flexion and extension of the spine, then round the spine. Let's move to child's pose, elbows down. Take a break there as you breathe through your nose. Notice if you're holding tension in your shoulders, try to soften them. Use your breath. Hands by your knees, pick up the head, pick up the chest, drop the hips to one side, and take the blanket from under your knees to come to the front of your yoga mat. Have your blanket on the opposite side of your cushion to protect your neck here. So let's work here with the feet wide as your hips, knees bent, shoulders back and down. Lean back, feet off the mat, Navasana. And we're going to twist to the left. I'm going to twist to the right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Back through center, sole of the feet together, knees out. Fall forward. Guide the crown of the head towards the feet. Relax the spine, any tension in the shoulders and the hips. Use your breath. And slowly inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. And let's have the feet wider as your hips. So let's have the hands under and just straighten the legs, move the hips back. From here, arms overhead, reaching through the fingertips. Move the spine forward and Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Lower the hands down under the hips, under the shoulders. Bend the knees, reverse tabletop, lift the hips, look up. Lower the hips down, Pick up the feet off the floor, Navasana, holding position. Take a nice inhale, straighten the legs, arms overhead with control, lower the legs down and reach for Paschimottanasana. Take three rounds of breath. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lift the head, lift the chest, slide the hands under the shoulders, bend the knee, feet wide as the hips. Reverse tabletop, lift the hip, hold in position, 3 rounds of breath. Keep moving the pelvis and the hips up. Don't drop the hip down. Activate those muscles in the glutes, the hips, the quads, the hamstring. Take a nice exhale. Lower the hips down. Prepare for Navasana. Arms forward, holding position, 3 rounds. Try to have the heels in line with your knees to challenge yourself a little more. And then straighten the legs up to the sky, arms overhead. Lower the legs down, fall forward, back to Paschimottanasana. 3 rounds of breath. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Long exhale. 1 more. Lift the head, lift the chest, slide the hands under the shoulders, bend the knees. Last reverse tabletop with the knees bent. Lift, hold in position, look up. 3 rounds of breath. Keep lifting through the hips. Activate those glutes, the quads, the hamstrings. Take a nice exhale. Drop the hips down. Last Navasana, feet off the mat. Hold in position, 3 rounds of breath. And try to bring the heel high as your knees. Take a nice inhale. Full exhale. Now we're going to bring the sole of the feet together, knees out, and then fall forward. Relax the spine. And from here, inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Use the hands to bring the thighs and the knees up. Both knees bent, hands to your knees, round the spine, slowly find your way down towards the floor. Slide the heels right under the knees and keep the feet the width of your hips. Bring the arms overhead, palm facing up. Relax your shoulders and elbows. Take a moment here. And as we inhale in, lift the hips and the spine in a bridge. At the same time, we lower the hands down towards the floor. Exhale, we lower the bridge and we sweep the arms overhead. Relax our shoulders, elbows, and wrist. And coming to high bridge, arms down towards the mat. Lower your bridge down with exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, press and lift into the bridge. And exhale slowly down. And inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 last. And slowly lower your bridge down. Bring the thighs into the chest and stretch your lumbar spine. Hold in position, or you can rock from side to side if you feel like giving yourself a massage there. Back through center, hands in both knees, and let's make circles in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And then lower the feet down. Have your right foot on top of your left thigh, figure 4, IT band stretch. Here, you can hold from the hamstring, you can hold from the shin, or you can extend the left leg up to the sky and hold from the back of your calf, left calf muscle. So those are your options wherever you are. Draw the chin into the chest so you're not overarching your neck. Back to the deep breath. Flex your left knee and drop the left foot down. Half happy baby. Grab the outside of your right foot with your right hand and keep your left foot down with the knee bent. Breathe through the half happy baby. And release the right foot down. Okay, left foot on top of your right thigh. Again, holding from hamstring, shin, or extending the right leg up to the sky. Just find whatever works for you today. Release, half happy baby, left side now. Holding the outside of your left foot, flex your left knee, and just breathe through this. Let's come into the full happy baby. Bring the right foot up and holding from the outside of the feet, flatten your lower back on the mat so you get a nice stretch in the lumbar spine. Watch your breath. And release your full happy baby. Have your arms out into position, knees at 90-degree angle, heels in line with your knees and knees in line with your hips. We're going to twist to the left and just left go there on the twisting to the left. Maybe you can use your left hand to guide the right knee closer to the left, and that intensifies the twist. Just breathe. And slowly let go of the hand, arms in T, engage the core. Let's exhale to the right to twist and hold in position. Maybe again, guiding the left knee closer to the right, looking over to left shoulder. This is Jatara Paravriti. And release, engage the abdominal muscles to bring both legs back through center, neutral position. Lower the feet down with the knees bent, picking up the hips to gentle bridge to align the spine. Make sure the spine nice and long. Then lower your spine down, slowly down, and hug yourself to stretch lumbar spine again. And lower the feet down towards the floor. Let's have the feet wide as the mat, arms out into position, and let's do some windshield wiper movement here. This is our last movement, moving the head and the neck in a different direction where your legs are going. And then slowly return back to neutral position and extend both legs to both corners of the mat. Turn the feet out and make any adjustment you need to in your sacrum behind your hips, lifting the upper spine to adjust your shoulder blades, the spine, and then have your arms somewhere in between your hips and shoulders with the palms facing up. Take a deep inhale through the nose and side out. Again. Last one. Closing your lips. Time to rest. Time to come into a deep relaxation state. So just follow the sound of my voice as I instruct you to work mindfully on letting go all different parts of our bodies. You are first aware of your toes, the top of your feet, the ball of your feet, arching and heels and ankles. And just making the movement you need there to just find some relaxation in your feet and ankles. Go a little bit higher, you relax your shins, calf muscles, and both knees, the front and the back. And from the top of your knees to the sole of the feet, try to relax the lower part of your legs. And going a little bit higher, we'll relax the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, the hips, the pelvis, pelvic floor, front and back. And from the top of the hips down to the sole of the feet, and try to relax and release both legs. Going towards the back, the middle back, thoracic spine, shoulder blades, and muscles in between the rib cage and the back. Making an adjustment if you need to find a nice long spine. And going to the front of the torso, softening the muscles of the abdominal area, relaxing all the internal organs beneath your rib cage, softening the muscles on the front of the rib cage. Relax your heart and the chest. And from the collarbones down to the sole of feet, from the shoulder blades all the way down to the sole of the feet, your body is slowly sinking down towards the mat. Now both shoulders, front and back, biceps and triceps, elbows, forearms, both wrists, palm of your hands, the top of your hands and all your fingers, your arms from the top of the shoulders to the tip of your fingers. It's arms feeling heavy and lighter at the same time. From the top of the shoulders down to the sole of the feet. Allow the body to melt down slowly towards the floor. Soften your throat. Relax the muscle of your neck. Relax your jaw, your chin. Allow your tongue to rest down to the base of the mouth. Notice if you are tightening up your teeth and soften the teeth. Relax your lips and upper lip. Soften your nose, cheekbones, and both ears. Allow the eyeballs to rest down to the eye sockets as you relax your eyelids and your eyebrows in between your eyebrows. Softening the forehead and the crown of your head. Now your entire body is ready for a deep, deep and full relaxation state. Slowly, gently begin to deepen the breath. As you bring awareness back to the body, moving slowly, fingers, hands, wrists, your head, your neck, your ankles, your feet, your toes, just gentle movement there. And with the next inhale, please bring the arms overhead and point your toes. Find space one more time in between each vertebrae there. Inhale deeply into the nose, flex both knees, hug yourself, and then roll over to one side. And without rushing, please make your way up to seated position. And let's bring the left hand and place the left hand on top of your chest and the right hand below your navel. And don't have your elbows out, relax your elbows by your rib cage. I'm going to first bring in the attention to the chest and breathe into the chest and watch that hand raising up and down. And now keep your left hand on the chest, but now the hand that is going to move with the breath is going to be your right hand by your lower abdomen. So we're going to balloon the belly out and exhale, belly goes in. Just concentrate on this belly breathing. And lower your left hand down to meet your right hand and just full belly breathing now. And placing both hands to your thighs or knees, relax shoulders and elbows. Without touching your belly, keep belly breathing. And guiding the hands close to the heart center. And take a moment here to notice and feel the body. And take the time to check in with the mind. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. The peace within ourselves, asking for peace with our relationships, and asking for peace out in the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.